our fans.
Coach, not having him sure with the 3 turnovers, but he still put up 600 yards and 38 points with 3 turnovers. That's a pretty good day for the offense.
Definitely. I think other than that, we did a lot of good things. We challenged our guys. We wanted to come out and run the football. We wanted to establish the run, establish the line of scrimmage, and obviously we had some success there. We wanted to improve on 3rd down, and we challenged them. We said we wanted to go 3 games without a turnover, and obviously the turnover bug hit us today. We'll go back, we'll evaluate it. We'll continue to stress the details, and we'll move forward. But overall, just love their effort. Obviously, as we go back and watch the tape, I'm sure there'll be some technique issues that we got to continue to clean up. But I thought they were ready to play. We just got to be more consistent. Not just the turnovers, but we had a couple of drives where we shot ourselves in the foot with a couple of penalties and we weren't able to capitalize and score points.
Did anything change from the first 3 drives to the 4th drive where the points were starting to be scored?
If you look at it, we were moving the ball, and again in those first 3 drives it was self-inflicted. We had a penalty. We're down the red zone. We had a penalty, then we had a turnover. So we just had some things that cost us there. But the guys locked in. They continue to play, continue to work through the issues, and then they started having success.
Coach, getting Travis the ball seemed to be a big part of the game plan today. How do you think he did with that extended workload?
Just to see his average, obviously you're going to say he did pretty good. But I'll watch the film and see overall how he played. But all the backs, we wanted to make sure that we came out of this game, making an emphasis to establish the run. And so we knew that it wasn't just going to be Travis; it was going to be all those guys touching the ball. And we wanted to see a consistent group. We wanted to see guys run with desperation, run hard when your number was called, and go get us ahead of the chains. I think the previous week we put ourselves in too many 3rd and longs, and if we could establish the run and stay ahead of the chains, stay on schedule, then we were going to be able to open up some of the play action passes, and that's what happened in the game, minus the turnovers.
What makes Travis so special when he has the ball in his hands?
He's just a very natural back. He has great vision. He anticipates well. He's got great acceleration, and he runs violent. For a guy that's only about 205 pounds, he runs a lot stronger, very strong in the lower body, so he's able to run through tackles.
How would you assess the O-line play this week? I know you mentioned something after the game last week. Was it better or worse?
You're obviously going to say right now that you came out, you rushed for 300. We had 1 sack, and that was a situation where Kelly just tried to extend the play. If he gets rid of that ball, you come out of the game with 300 yards rushing, and then you don't have a sack. But the biggest thing I think that's going to dampen the day is it just took us too many downs on the goal line. It took us 4 downs to get it in. But overall, you don't have the offensive performance, the yards, the performance on 3rd down without consistent play up front.
Can you tell us anything about Kelly? Was it a concussion they were looking at?
From what I was told, was a chest bruise, but I'll let Coach Sweeney give you guys a further update.
Coach, good to see Adam Schwartz get some redemption with a touchdown after the fumble he popped up.
No question, and it's a tough position because if you put one on the ground, you don't have time to go in the tank. And really proud of him, and that's just a testament to his character. He's been around for a long time, and he's fighting for every rep, just like the other backs are fighting for every rep. And for him to finish that way, I think that's just a good example for not just himself but for everybody else on the team. It's the next play. You're going to have a bad play. Nobody's going to be perfect. When I grade them, I don't expect them to grade 100%. I have a winning performance, so you're going to have a bad play or two, but you can't let a bad play beat you twice, and that's what he was able to overcome.
What went wrong at the goal line?
Biggest thing is they know what you're doing. They know you're running it. They're running backers up there at the line of scrimmage. There's not a whole lot of time to create double teams to the 2nd level, and I don't know exactly what happened. I'll know after I watch the film, but they knew what was coming, and we weren't trying to disguise what was coming. We were going to challenge them, and Coach told us that, hey, we're going to go get it, and we're going to run the football, and we found a way to punch it in there on 4th down.
Do you feel like the tempo was a little bit better today?
We had 77 plays, and you had 3 turnovers. So if you just did straight math, if you take those 3 turnovers away, you have 9 more plays. You're hitting that 87, 86 range, and you feel really good about it. But I thought the tempo, showed late in the game by the way that we were able to run the football consistently, and then find some big explosive runs there late in the game.
Chuck, you said earlier today he runs violent for a guy that's about 205. Where do you think that comes from? Why is it so difficult to bring him down on first contact?
It's just I can't take credit for that. That's just his style. That's how he's always run the football. A product of his coaching in high school, his family being on him, and he's just one of those guys that's a lot like Wayne Gallman. Wayne Gallman he ran pissed off. And not every back naturally has that. You try to develop that in your guys, but he's a guy that since the day he's shown up, he's just run pissed off, and that's what makes him so hard to tackle.
Did that come off as kind of a surprise, given he's kind of goofy off the field, but he just kind of flips a switch?
No, not after going to his hometown and meeting his high school coach and being around his family. They're not going to give him nothing. You're going to earn. He played in an option offense where he's going to be fed the ball. He's going to be expected to make plays. So he said it wasn't a surprise. And we just got to continue to push them. That's the biggest thing with guys like that is you got to continue to push them because again their body takes a wear and tear. But you got to say, hey, you can't change who you are if you want to be successful.
Coach, 14 different players caught a ball today. How important is that to have a game like this, just to be able to spread around and let a lot of guys touch the ball?
No question. I think we're at our best when we're spreading the field. We're throwing it down the field, we're throwing it horizontally. It was good to see the screen game. We threw some balls out there. Pitch and catch between the quarterbacks and the wideouts. We picked up 4 or 5 yards, which is an extension of the run game. So it's really, really good to see that. And I think it just helps to breed competition because those guys know that if they do well in practice, they're going to get an opportunity to play.
How important was it to get Garrett Williams back in the running game, particularly in his blocking?
No question. I think we knew coming into this game plan because of the defensive structure that the tight ends were going to have to be a big part of our blocking surface. That if we didn't have a tight end, near the football, they're going to outnumber us by 2 hats. So we had to get those guys involved so we can at least get into a situation where they got 1 more hat and we can read that guy with our zone read principles. So it was huge to get Garrett back, and I think he just brings an element of toughness and leadership that we're going to need as we get into conference play.
Do you think that Trevor's more prepared now they had extended playing time without coming in and out and in and out?
That's a hard question to answer. We'll go back and we'll watch the film and we'll evaluate his technique and grade him. But I'm really proud of how he came in when Kelly went down and led the team. And we didn't expect anything different. I think that he was prepared the day he showed up. And we just got to continue to get him more experience so that he becomes more familiar with some of the things that he may not get to see on a daily basis.